Hello and welcome. My name is Rejoice. This is a school management system customized to reduce the paperwork schools does and help you track the school fees of each student in your school. This system helps you track the number of students you have in a school, each payment made by a student, incomplete payments, overdue payment, and it carries over payments. Like when a student couldn't finish a payment this time, it carries over the payment to the next time. That will be a standing payment of that student. This is how the system works. So, and it gives you the ability to customize your login details. Okay, you have the ability to customize the login details of your school. So this is meant to be used every academic year. Okay, so now let's go on. This is a school, the recent school we have. Okay, how do we do this? First of all, when you get this system, this is a Microsoft Excel system. You don't need internet for this system to work. You don't need any internet because it works offline. Okay, it works offline. Okay, at the end of every academic year, you can export your data and put it in your Google or in your email for safety. Okay, so how does this system work? When you get this system, you open it. When you open this system, this is a login. You click on your login. You have the ability to give your schools a login permit, or whoever that is going to use it, it had a login permit. There are two persons. So I have login. You customize your own login when you get this. You will customize your login when you get the system. Okay, so here is your login setting. You have the ability for your login system. You have the ability for setting up your login password, and the only two persons that have the access to assign password is the head admin. Head admin has ability to all the sheets in this system. You are the one that have the ability to give passwords to each of the persons that is going to manage it, because the head admin has the ability to see the total score of each academic year, because the system shows you the total money you earn each academic year, the total money you earn every term, the total money received every term, the total money received at the end of every academic year, and it will show you money paid, incomplete payment, and it will show you complete payment, incomplete payment, and total money that you are supposed to have at the end of each term or each academic year, and also show you how much you collected at the end of each academic year. Because if you have 50 students in a school, it's to summarize, look at how and each school fees you have assigned each school fees. So it's going to show you, okay, look at how much you're supposed to collect at the end of the year or at the end of the term, and look at how much you have collected. That is receivable fee, and the one that was unpaid. Okay, that is a summary of your money outside. Okay, that is here. This is receivable, received, and arrears of each term. This is what it does for you. So let's go into. So the admin have access to head admin have access to assign password and every other thing in this system. Then admin here have access to every other sheet except the login. Then the student manager 1 to 10 has ability to register to students, register to school fees payment, and know who has paid, how much was paid, and the balance of payments. Okay, so this takes you to the login. So if you sign in as a head admin, it gives you access to all the sheets. If you sign in as an admin, it gives you access to all the sheets except your login system. Then If you sign in as a student manager, it gives you access to student sheet, to student admission, first term, second term, and third term access. Okay, so this is student, and this is students. So here is where you navigate through the system. If I click on here, it takes me to admission sheet. If I click here, it takes me to first term. This is second term and third term, and this is print fee receipt. So every payment made, this takes you to go to the school, to the receipt. And this is print bill. You know, the paper we print out the bills of students at the end of each year, issues to parents to see how much they are going to pay at the beginning of next term. This helps you to generate the bill. You set up the bill, and this generates the bill for you. So when you click here, it takes you to where you can generate bills. So let's go from here. The first one is admission. When a student, or you already have your whole student in your school, now you want to onboard them into the system. You are going to use the admissions to onboard all your students in the school, because this is where the database, because this system also show you the number of students you have, the number of out of students at each of the academic year, and the number of graduates, okay, people you graduated from the school, maybe primary school or the secondary school of your school. So it summarizes the number of students at the end of the academic year. It summarizes the number of students the number of people that left the school during that period of academic year, and the number of students you graduated at the end of the academic year. Okay, so now we have to onboard our students. I will click here. I will click on student admission record. So when you click here, it takes you to admission sheet. So here is the admission sheet. In this admission sheet, you have logout, you have home. When you click here, it takes you to the logout sheet. When you click here, it takes you back. When you click home, it takes you to your student management. Right, it takes you to the student management sheet, or you can navigate to it. This is where it will take you back to the home page where you navigate with the buttons. Okay, then if you click logout, it takes you to the logout page where you'll be logged out. So these buttons are the same in all the sheet. This is admission. This is student database sheet. This is the student database where the informations of the students are being collected and embodied. Right, as you are embodying the students and their information, it's also embodying in the first term, second term, and third term pages. All right, so here is to add your students. Here is to export this sheet. If you want to export the sheet, remember that this management system works offline. If you want to export the sheet to save it online in your email, remember that email saves our data for future references, or you can put it in your Google, because in future I will also make a video on how you can store your data online. Even in the next 50 years, in the next 20 years, this data is still sitting online. Either your phone or your laptop. Even if you miss your phone, it's still there. That is the Google Drive. And many of us as a school owner, you should know what Google Drive is. So I will show us in future how to save this data in our Google Drives, and there it will be saved for years. All right. Okay. So this is to export data. This is to clear the sheet. If I want empty sheet, if I want every data in this sheet to clear, I'll click student data to clear it. Then prints, fee report, receipts, and bills. When I click here, it takes me to bills. If you look here, this is school bills. Okay, so every money you know that your parents will be paid. You know, the bills we issue to parents that they will pay at the beginning of each term. So this is the bill here. So, and this bill also bring out the outstanding fee of the student. Okay, so this is it. Then receipt. This is the receipt. It takes you to receipt for admission, receipt for for first term and receive, and also so I'll show you step by step how to use it. But so these buttons here work the same in all the sheets. So now we want to embed students into this sheet. I'll click here to add students. I'll click here. So this is where the informations of all the students will be entered. If you enter the student name, you type their names, every information about the student, the full name, the class here, you select class. You select the class. Let's assume this person is a basic 1 and we are in 2024-2025 academic year. So this automatically generates this academic year, and here it automatically generates a registration ID for each student. So each student have an ID, and here is the full name. Let's say, okay, in the next session I'll show you about your student strength and all that. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.